Gopi Janavalabha Girivaradhare. Gopi Janavalabha Girivaradhare. Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana. Yamunatira Vanachare. Yamunatira Vanachare. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihare. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihare. Gopi Janavalabha Girivaradhare. Gopi Janavalabha Girivaradhare. Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana.
refers to Sri Krishna. But the first song, the first line is referring to Venus. Yes, please.
Krishna is the lover of Radha.
Yes, Radha Madhava. He is the lover of Srimati Radharani, the beloved of Srimati Radharani. And why is this pretty confidential? Of course, it is very high. It describes the emotion, the transcendental emotion of, as we know it in the material world, between lovers. But this exists in the spiritual world in reality. And the origin of everything is the relationship between Krishna and his female consort, Srimati Radharani. So, in other words, God exists also in a female aspect, and this is Radha. And why is this most confidential? Because we actually worship Krishna because he is the lover of Radharani. Actually, we are looking for the mercy and the blessings of Radharani. Why? Because Radharani is, so to say, the leader or the chief of devotional service. So as Krishna explains in the Bhagavad-gita, Krishna service. And that's the reason, actually, we're looking for Radharani's mercy, and that's the reason why we worship Krishna, because Krishna is the beloved of Srimati Radharani. Therefore, we worship Krishna. You see? Yeah. We say they are both God. Krishna is God, and Radharani is the female aspect. They are both God, and they are supreme in any regard. And we can imagine how wonderful and beautiful Srimati Radharani must be. She is the origin of all beauty that we can experience somewhere in the material world in a woman. She is like the topmost, and she is also only to be enjoyed by Krishna. Only Krishna is enjoying it. Therefore, we worship Krishna, because that is what make him so wonderful and great. He is the lover of Radharani. Jaya Radha Madhava, Kunja Bihari, Gopi Jana Vallabha, Giri Bharadhari. Gopi Jana Vallabha, he is also the beloved one of the gopis, the damsels of Vrindavan. And Giri Bharadhari, of course, we know that Krishna did a wonderful activity when he was still a young boy. If you have already experienced here, there are quite a few children and young devotees are running around here in joy, playing around there everywhere, and singing and dancing in the kirtan also. And they are like around 5, 7, 8 years. Some are still babies. And you must imagine Krishna in that age, like 7, 8 years, he carried a whole mountain on the small finger of his left hand. And this mountain is still existing in India. It's a very sacred mountain. It's called Govardhan Hill. It's a very holy mountain. Devotees are circumambulating the mountain. They are offering obeisances. Some devotees even, they not only walk around the mountain in order to respect, it's a few kilometers, but they circumambulate the mountain by offering obeisances. They lie on the ground fully, the whole body, and then they put a stone in front of the hands where they touch the ground. Then they stand up, then they walk with the foot to the stone, and then again they offer obeisances full to the ground. Then again they took the stone to the, and in this way they circumambulate the whole mountain. I don't know how long does it take, but it's kind of a wow, a spiritual wow. I circumambulate Govardhan in this way. And that is the glory of Govardhan Hill. He is very much beloved. Krishna is very much beloved by his devotees for carrying the mountain on his hand. And why do we worship the mountain itself? Because in this pastime, Krishna revealed confidentially, I am the Govardhan Hill. He is not only taking it on his hand, but he revealed he himself is the Govardhan Hill. So that is very confidential. Therefore, some devotees even worship Krishna in form of a stone from this holy mountain, from India. And if you are very eager, you can ask devotees, ask even maybe can I have a look, can I see? Even if you're more fortunate, you bring a present like a flower or some fruit, yeah, like this. Yeah, and in this way we remember Krishna, Giri Govardhan, Giri Davaradhari, Yamuna Tira Vanachari. And Yamuna is a holy flow in India, a holy river in India, of course. Ganges is well known, everyone knows the Ganges, very sacred river because it is water that washed the lotus feet of the Lord, not in our planetary system, but in the high planetary systems. And this water, sanctified 100 times more, becomes the Yamuna water. Why? Because when baby Krishna was moving from Mathura to Vrindavan, when he was a small baby, he fell into the river, or he touched the river with his lotus feet when Nanda Maharaja was carrying him over the river. So therefore, the river Yamuna is even more sanctified and worshipable and holy. And although we experience in contact with the Ganges already very, very much peace of the mind. Everyone who was in India and took a boat drive over the Ganges, or even took the opportunity to take a bath in the Ganges, in a mother Ganges, you can experience immediately such a relief in the mind. You know, it's so well doing, you know, to take a bath in a mother Ganga. So she's very, 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 she's very, protecting and well-wishing for the devotees, and taking care like a mother. So in this way, we remember Krishna's pastimes, and everywhere there is personality behind it. It's not a river, it's not a kind of special pure river, it's a personality behind it. It's not a mountain, it's a personality that is behind it. We may not see it with our eyes, but there is personality. And we can behave accordingly by offering respect, by offering maybe a gift. To the Ganges, sometimes there's also ghee lamps offered and flowers are offered to the river because they treat as personalities. So that is the very wonderful aspect in Krishna consciousness and spiritual life. What it makes so nice is personalism. It's not anthropomorphism or what we called zoomorphism. Maybe you heard about these words already, anthropomorphism. It's not that we make personality out of it, or we interpret a personality into it, or we blindly believe there is personality behind it. We believe, no, there is actually personality behind it, and we accept it and already treat and behave according to this, although we may not see it. In this way, we can step by step establish a relationship, and when a relationship becomes established with Krishna and the servants of Krishna, then also it will be revealed step by step. Krishna reveals himself step by step to that proportion that you show devotion and surrender to him. To that degree, Krishna reveals himself. Yeya tamam prapetati tamsta taiva pachamyaham. Mamavart manumardade. Everyone follows his path. In actuality, everyone is a devotee of Krishna. So today we are hearing from Bhagavad-gita, talking about chapter number 1, just continuing where we stopped last time. We discussed verse number 2, today verse number 3. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Pashyaitam Panduputranam Acharya Mahatim Chamum Vyutam Trupada Putrena Tabashishyena Timata. Verse 3 in chapter 1. Pashyaitam Panduputranam Pashyaitam Panduputranam Acharya Mahatim Chamum Acharya Mahatim Chamum Vyudham Trupada Putrena Vyudham Trupada Putrena Tabashishyena Timata Tabashishyena Timata Pashyaitam Panduputranam Acharya Mahatim Chamum Vyudham Trupada Putrena Tabashishyena Timata. Please. Pashyaitam Panduputranam Acharya Mahatim Chamum Vyudam Trupada Putrena Tabashishyena Timata. Pashyaitam Panduputranam Acharya Mahatim Chamum Vyudham Trupada Putrena Tabashishyena Timata. Pashyaitam Panduputranam Acharya Mahatim Chamum Drupada Vyudham Drupada Putrena Timata Tabashishyena Timata. All right, without looking to the word translation, what kind of words in this verse do you recognize? Maybe it's not for the new ones, but so for those who already. Acharya, what does mean Acharya? Example. Very good. Acharya is someone who teaches by his example. Or in other words, he lives his words. Yes. Yeah. He's acting according to his words. Something else? Yes. Panduputranam. Putra, huh? Putra, the son. Yeah. Good. Shishya, Shishyena. Yeah? Oh, yeah. What would you say? Yeah. Yeah. Tabashishyena Timata. So what to word translation? Pashya, behold. Etam, this. Panduputranam, of the sons of Pandu. Acharya, O teacher. Mahatim, great. Chamum, military force. Vyudham, arranged. Drupada Putrena, the son of Drupada. Tava, your. Shishyena, disciple. Timata, very intelligent. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Park, Divedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki. O my teacher, behold the great army of the sons of Pandu, so expertly arranged by your intelligent disciple, the son of Drupada. Purport. Duryodhana, a great diplomat, wanted to point out the effects of Dronacharya, the great Brahmana commander-in-chief. Dronacharya had some political quarrel with King Drupada, the father of Draupadi, who was Arjuna's wife. As a result of this quarrel, Drupada performed a great sacrifice, by which he received the benediction of having a son who would be able to kill Dronacharya. Dronacharya knew this perfectly well, and yet as a liberal Brahmana, he did not hesitate to impart all his military secrets when the son of Drupada, Drishtadyumna, was entrusted to him for military education. Now on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Drishtadyumna took the side of the Pandavas, and it was he who arranged for the military phalanx, after having learned the art from Dronacharya. Duryodhana pointed out this mistake of Dronacharya's, so that he might be alert and uncompromising in the fighting. By this, he wanted to point out also that he should not be similarly lenient in battle against the Pandavas, who were also Dronacharya's affectionate students. Arjuna especially was his most affectionate and brilliant student. Duryodhana also warned that such leniency in the fight would lead to defeat. Om Agyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manopishtam Stapitam Yena Putale Swayam Rupa Gadamayam Dadati Swapadandikam Vanchakalpatarupyascha Kripa Sindhu Evacha Patitanam Pavanepyo Vaishnavepyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Pashyaitam Pantu Putranam Acharya Mahatim Chamum Vyudam Drupada Putrena Tabashishyena Timata. O my teacher, behold the great army of the sons of Pandu, so expertly arranged by your intelligent disciple, the son of Drupada. So now we hear here it's getting already serious. And the thing that could be an obstacle in seriously fighting the battle of Kurukshetra on both sides was, of course, the fact that they would fight against their relatives and teachers. There were teachers who would fight against their disciples. There were disciples who would fight against their elder relatives, against their teachers who taught them even the art of military. And they were obliged, or they had a duty as Kshatriyas to fight for life or death. So it's, pardon? Yeah, please. Flight to death. Yeah, thank you. So it was not about harming someone, or so it was really to kill their own relatives and their own teachers. That's what it was about. And we hear here already words that encourage that there should not be any weakness in the heart in order to refrain or to hesitate to kill even their own relatives or teachers. Because by so doing, one will fulfill his duty as a Kshatriya, and that was the codex, actually, the Dharma. Dharma was taken very seriously at that time. Dharma was still there. Kshatriyas had the qualities of Kshatriyas. They were brave, they were mighty, they were protective. They were heroes. The Brahmanas, they were wise, they were honest, they were truthful, they were equal to all. And so on. Not like nowadays. We see that leaders in the society, they simply talk. They talk and give promises, especially when they want to have something, especially when they want to have the voices so that they can win. Then they talk and promise, and then we see promises which are not being fulfilled. So that is a great contrary to the philosophy that we are presented here in the Bhagavad-gita. This fight was serious. It really meant to kill. And in order that this can be granted, weakness of heart is being taken away step by step by philosophy. And this philosophy will be spoken by no one else than Sri Krishna himself. The Supreme Personality of Godhead will take away the weakness in the heart of everyone who turns to the Bhagavad-gita, opens it and reads it, no matter which page, which chapter, line by line. The weakness in heart will become revealed. We can understand our own weakness, and we can understand what it means to be situated on the spiritual platform when we hear and listen to the words, to the straightforward, uncompromising words which are given in the Bhagavad-gita, because it's really a serious thing happening, no joke. A huge war, there will be blood, like rivers of blood. There will be, even innocent people will be killed there. So it's going to be a serious thing. And Krishna, just before this war starts, reveals the topmost, highest philosophy, so in order that the great warriors, amongst the greatest amongst them, of course, Arjuna, Bhishma Deva, and so on, they will be named a little bit later already, that they will fight with full power. They give everything in the knowledge, in the consciousness that it is the right thing. No weakness of heart. When there is a huge war, or when there is war going on, those who are weak, they die first. So therefore, weakness of heart, we have to work on that. Where is our weakness? And what does Krishna refer to, especially then later on? Weakness comes by material attachment. Being attached to sense gratification, being attached to the weakness of heart is to try to enjoy the matter, and to that degree that we want to enjoy also become attached to matter. So what does matter mean? Matter does not mean only sense gratification, food, music, and so on, but it means also to be attached to your own family. My family, my nation, this national consciousness, the consciousness of I am Indian, I am German, I am man even, I am boy, I am young, I am old, I am whatever. This consciousness of nationality or bodily consciousness that must be given up during this war and battle, the war and battle of life, our life, to prepare us for the time of death. Because at the time of death, one should not be in such a consciousness, the consciousness of I am this body. At that moment, when the time of death comes, one must prepare, at latest at that time, to be detached from this. At least one has to become a dhira. Dhira means Sober person. He must clearly and nüchtern, sober, no? So in a sober way, must understand. This is not me. No? This is not referring to me. To a certain degree, during our life, we must play with this illusion. No? We must play as if we were a son. We must play as if we were the father. We must play as if we are a member of this nation and so on, to a certain degree. It belongs to the duty. Otherwise, it's not working. But the more death comes nearer, the more it is our duty to face the reality, the spiritual reality, and to elevate to that platform. And that was given in an exemplary way by the participants of this war. During the war already, and especially after that war. There were not many warriors who survived this battle, but those who survived, they showed in an exemplary way how to completely, perfectly prepare for leaving this world, for death, in other words. It was Yudhishthira and his brothers, the Pandavas. And when the time of death came, after the battle was fought, they exemplarily prepared, gave up all kinds of materialistic conceptions, what they belonged to, what family they belonged to, what status, social status they belonged to. They did not hold on any of these things. They gave it up like giving up stool. Their royalty, their status, maybe their beauty, their intelligence, whatever, their knowledge, whatever, they gave it up. And they focused on the spiritual goal of life, which is to remember and think of Krishna, to concentrate on Krishna and the activity in relationship to Krishna, loving devotional service. Why wait for death to execute this duty? The Bhagavad-gita teaches us on depending whatever platform you are in your spiritual life. Turn to spiritual life already right now. Turn right now to spiritual life, and dedicate all your work. Dedicate even everything that you prepare for eating. Simple things in life. Dedicate it to Krishna. Bring Krishna in your life. Do not wait, because death can come at any moment. It is destined. Destiny works on that platform. Whatever is your destiny, it will come. And in similarly, sense enjoyment and sensual happiness and material happiness will also come. It will come anyway. You don't have to take care of this especially, So therefore, the Vedic scriptures advise us not to work hard or speculate or make plans for material enjoyment, material happiness, comfortable life, but they rather more compare comfortable life, sense enjoyment, material pleasure, status in society and so on. They compare it with sickness. Why? Because sickness comes also anyway, whether you want it or not. No one makes a plan, like in 2 weeks, on Thursday would be nice headache. And then maybe 3 weeks later would be very practical according to my schedule, toothache. Would be very good. So let's make a plan. No one does that, It comes anyway by itself. You don't also, even if you prepare to take the medicine and not to get sick, you will get sick anyway, just by itself. When the karma is there, you will get sick. So therefore, material happiness, material enjoyment also similarly comes like that. Just let it come as it is supposed to come. Don't focus on that. Don't concentrate on this. Rather concentrate on something higher. And for that purpose, even give the duties on a material platform, give them up. Dare it. Be brave. Brave like the warriors in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Dare to surrender to Krishna. Dare to give up all your own thoughts of the valuable things in life, and dare to accept what might be even uncomfortable for yourself just because you heard it is pleasing to Krishna or it is helping you for coming nearer to Krishna. Dare this. This is the advice of the Vedic scriptures. And this is what our life actually is meant for. And that is what is really giving us relief in the heart of our bounding weaknesses. The weaknesses in our heart, they give us pain. As warriors, they experience pain when they fight and they are weak. So similarly, we experience pain just because we grab to our weaknesses in the heart. We actually know that it's not true and it's not the reality, but we hold on. We hold on it. We grab it like you embrace a tree or you embrace a pillar, and you shout at the pillar and the tree, "Leave me, leave me!" And you grab it and you grab it. Say, "Leave me, leave me!" But you hold on it. You hold on it like anything. So similarly, we hold on to the weaknesses in our heart. We know actually this cannot be the truth. This cannot be the truth. So, but we don't dare to become free from it. We do not dare because we still want to play with this illusion. We want to try to become somehow happy in an illusion which is giving us a chance to separately from Krishna, of being Krishna's servant, somehow to become happy on that platform. But the Vedic scriptures from the beginning tell us this is a useless endeavor. They say from the beginning, even no need to try that. But to that degree, we want to do it. To that degree, we are given opportunity. If Krishna is somehow very, very merciful, he takes away all these material things. In other words, he is intervening. He is taking, he's intervening with his lotus hand in the life of a devotee or a person who is suffering on the material platform and praying in his hurting heart, "God, if you really exist, please help me." And I dare to say, in no matter what group I would speak, how many people would be there, if I would ask, did you ever in your whole life, is here anyone who never in his entire life never prayed to God? You might say you are an atheist. You might say you don't believe in God. Okay. But still, I want to ask you, was there never ever a single moment in your life when where you just for a short moment even prayed to God for help, or prayed for help, or prayed for relief, or whatever? So I would be really astonished if someone on this planet Earth exists who never prayed to God in his life. I don't know what you think about this idea, but if I think about it, I could imagine if someone is really honest, there doesn't exist anybody, even if he's the greatest atheist, who never ever prayed to God. In just alone in his room, wherever when no one saw him, some time in his life, there was some really heavy trouble in his life, and everybody somehow or other turned towards God, and God was the only chance, or the only person he could turn to, and to turn to help. So in this way, actually, there should be a proof for us. This idea should be a proof for us that God exists. because everyone turns towards him when he really needs help. And we are advised not at that moment when we really need help to turn towards him. But what is even more valuable is when you have the free choice. You could do now whatever you like. You're completely free. I give you all opportunities of life. Whatever you want to have, wherever you want to go, whatever you can do. Just imagine you have such an amount of money. You can travel all over the world. You can do everything you want. But still, you decide to serve God. To voluntarily to dedicate your life to his service and to him. That is something really big. To give your free will, so to say, for Krishna. Freely. So that is really big, and that is what we can do. In other words, that is the soul's power. We can voluntarily dedicate ourselves to Krishna's service. We can voluntarily accept uncomfortable things in Krishna consciousness because we have faith that this is the real thing. And this is including everything else we need in our life. All kind of troubles and problems and sicknesses and weaknesses we might have in us. That will be cleaned. That will be cleaned away. It will become purified through the process of devotional service to Sri Krishna, especially by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And wonderful things can happen in our life. Wonderful doors can open in our life. And we can experience how wonderfully great God or Krishna must be. We never will be able to be so broad-minded that we completely can understand Krishna or God. But he is so great, he's so big, and we also should understand how great and how big he is. We should understand this, and in this way have faith, have trust, and dedicate ourselves to his words, his teachings in the Bhagavad-gita, his advices, the advices of his representatives in form of the spiritual master and his devotees. And in this way, accept everything which is favorable for our spiritual life. And our understanding of course, the Bhagavad-gita, because Bhagavad-gita is it's a philosophy which is not in the scope of our expectation. If we hear that it's the highest philosophy that is available on this planet Earth, and we start reading this book, it's not what we expected. Hearing about the warriors, about the Pandavas, and so on, this is the highest philosophy. How can we understand this? So we should try to understand this. Krishna says, he who tries to understand this book worships me with his intelligence. By trying to understand the story of Bhagavad-gita, what happens in the Bhagavad-gita, we already worship Krishna with our intelligence. By asking yourself, I don't understand, I can't understand. Can you explain to me? Can we talk about it? Did you ever hear about something? I cannot understand this. It doesn't make any sense. We are already connected with Krishna. We are already worshiping Krishna. And that's what Krishna really wants from us. He wants us back to him in his abode. He wants us back in his association by constantly being in touch with Krishna. How can we be in touch with Krishna? We can be in touch with Krishna by eating food which is offered to him, by speaking about him, by reading about him, by serving, by just being here. Therefore, we are just advised, please come and hear about Krishna. And let's discuss and let's talk about Krishna. And in this way, Krishna also explains in the Vedic scriptures, where my devotees are coming together and talking about me, there I am. He is not in Vaikuntha, he is not in the spiritual world, he says. He is not in the heart of the yogis. He's not in the heart of He is there where his devotees are coming together and talking about him and enlighten themselves, each other about him. In this way, this enlightenment could go on for eternity. We want to become more and more enlightened about Krishna and everything that is connection with Krishna. So I thank you very much for this opportunity to speak a little bit. Now our auspicious Gaura Arati will start, and I wish you happy Kirtan on the Saturday evening. Fire Yakya for the pleasure of Shri Shri Prahlad Lakshmi Narasimhadev. Shri Shri Prahlad Lakshmi Narasimhadev Bhagavan Ki Jai. Srimad Bhagavad-gita Ki Jai. Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ida Gaur Premanande Hari Hari.